My name is Nandini. For those of you who don't come from the subcontinent, that's spelt like a nun with a habit. You know, the people who pray with rosaries, but I'm not a nun. And the last part of my name is Dini, as in Houdini, the magician, which I am also not. Nandini. But with a name like Nandini Doreswamy, oh my God, I'm falling off the stage. I landed in New Zealand in 1994. And with a name like this, in a country such as this, I believed that I would not be able to fulfill my dream. I thought I was running away from a lot of things in the subcontinent, from the country of my birth, which is India. I was in my mid-20s, and I believed that the rest of my life was going to be from morning to night, hard work, hard work, hard work, exams, 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 hard work, hard work, hard work, and the great search. The great search. No, I am not talking about Google. I'm talking about the great search for a part-time job, a full-time job, a discounted job, any job at all. And I thought that by the time I turned 50, maybe there was a chance that I could find a spot of money and a house and settle down with a picket fence, a dog, 5 kids and a husband. You see, what had happened to me was that I had let my dream fade away. Because I believed that my name, my race, my color, my country of birth, my accent, my talent was not good enough for me to dream my dream and remember it and remember who I am. I threw who I am, made it into a little tarnished ball and threw it out of some plane window as I was making my way here. Today, your journey begins. It's a great journey. It's a great journey because it's going to define your future. May not seem like a great journey. It may very well seem to you that day upon endless days are filled with lectures and assignments and tests and tests and tests and the search for that darn job. She's laughing. Soon you will not be laughing, I assure you. Just right now, laugh while you can. But here's the thing. When you're tired and exhausted, when you feel that exhaustion and fatigue has seeped into your bones till you cannot remember your name, that is when we must remember the spark and the dream and who we are more than ever before. And that's what I want you to know today. You're here in New Zealand. There is an old story from India. When a group of Persians landed on the west coast of India and went to the king and said, "We are fire worshippers, we are Parsis. Please allow us to land here and practice our religion." And the king said, "Oh, but there is no space here. My kingdom's already full." He showed them a glass, a jar full of milk, which was almost overflowing, absolutely full, and said, "Look, my people are like this milk, and we are all filled out. There's no place for you." And that Persian priest, Parsi priest, as their religion is known, the priest came forward and sprinkled some sugar into this bowl and said, "That's us. We will sweeten this land. And there is space for those who sweeten it." So today I say to you, New Zealand has the milk. Are you going to provide the sugar?
Yes.
great poet called Dylan Thomas. And he died at the age of just 39. And his life was not a very happy one, but he held on to his dream and he did better. Through all the ages, his poetry inspires us to hold on to our dreams. And Dylan Thomas said, rage, rage against the dying of the light. And that's what I'd like you all to do and to remember. All of us have a dream. You and you and you and you and you and you and you. All of us have a dream, and don't tell me that you don't have a dream. I see some heads not very convinced. I see some heads shaking at the back there, going, it's not practical. My father won't let me. I wanted to be a pilot, but my mother said no. There's no money. I can't train as a pilot. Costs too much. Do you really think that that's going to make you happy? Giving up on that dream of perhaps becoming a pilot, which would have made you alive, which would have fulfilled your life, which would have fulfilled the purpose in a way that you feel, this was what I was born to do. Do you think that by giving up on that, because your parents, your cousins, your friends, your husband, society, God told you you can't be a pilot, and you accepted that, you absorbed that, you said, I'm going to be practical. I am going to sneak away and do a tiny little bit of education and go to a tiny country called New Zealand, where I will try to hide behind the radar. I will go under the radar even, and I will just live my little life with my little mortgage, a picket fence, 2 kids, and a spouse. Stop, stop, stop. Back off, rewind. Rewind to that point when, as a child, as a young person perhaps, you looked at the plane in the sky and said, I can do that. I can be a pilot. I'm going to be a pilot. And I can look when I close my eyes, I can see myself driving that plane in the air. I can see the horizon. This is me. This is what I was born to do, to fly. How does that make you feel inside? And if you could do that for every day of your life, how would your life feel? Would it feel a bit different from, oh my God, I've got a mortgage and 3 kids, and what am I going to do? How am I going to get that part-time job? Or pass my tests, or submit my assignments, and oh God, there's another assignment and I just have not prepared. Different feelings, right? That is how a dream makes you feel. This is how the depth of a dream makes you feel. And again I say to you, rage, rage against the dying of the light. And look, there's a reason for why I'm standing up here and talking to you. What qualifies me? Why not any of you stand up and talk here? There's only one reason, really. Now, Rusbe has been kind enough to introduce me as a surgeon and a butcher, baker, candlestick maker, which I have been. But none of those are reasons that qualify me to stand here and talk to you today. No, the real reason is that I had a dream. At the age of 10, I had a dream. My teacher at school said to me, you, Doreswamy, you will represent the school in the large inter-school debate and speech competition. I did not have a choice. I cowered there. I was painfully shy, and I said, okay, miss. Even my voice did not sound right. But I practiced and practiced and practiced, and on the day, way back in 1974, I stood up and I had practiced my lines, so I started before this sea of human faces stretching till the back of this vast auditorium. I stood there and said, from time immemorial? And I froze. I could not speak. Nothing came out of my voice. Nothing came out. And you know why that was? Because I did not believe I could do it, see? No matter how much you work, no matter how many assignments and tests you do, unless you know you can do it, you can't do it. And I couldn't do it. But that day I made myself 2 promises. One promise was that, hey, they've given me 8 minutes here on this stage, and I'm not leaving till my 8 minutes is up, even if I don't speak another word. So I stood there. Everyone started laughing. I still stood there. Minutes passed. After a couple of minutes, I remembered what I was supposed to say, and it started again. The second promise was that I want to speak. I want to speak so well. I want to inspire people to speak. Because this is what I was born to do. Right there, standing on that stage, that's the thought that was predominant in my mind. When I got off the stage, it was a different story, because I lost my school the shield. I managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, as it were. All my classmates hated me. Nobody spoke to me for a week. But that teacher, the one who put me up to it, she said, "Child, you have 2 qualities of a speaker, and the 2 qualities are courage and stubbornness." And so she taught me how to speak. And I've never shut up ever since. Mr. Chawla there, Torika, will tell you, on a good day, I can't be made to shut up because I love to speak. And yet, I gave up on my dream of being a speaker. Because everyone said, "Nandini, you can never make a living out of speaking." No, you can't. This is impractical. This is silly. Come on, be practical. How can you manifest this dream? It's impossible. I was young and I believed them. I believed them, and I went on to study hard and become a doctor and become a surgeon. And by then I had forgotten what I wanted to do. I was good at it, and the money was okay, but I was not fulfilled. I was not happy. So I came here to New Zealand in quest of happiness, and perhaps some of you have come here in quest, in the sure knowledge that a new country will redefine the new you. Don't forget why you came here. It wasn't just for a visa, it just wasn't an inspiring enough subject, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm just at Ntec to get my degree, and I'm just at Ntec to get a visa, and I will just get a job, and then my life will go on into the humdrum existence that I think it should be." Nobody here was born thinking, "Okay, I'm just going to slump my shoulders down and do what my daddy told me to do what society told me to do." Nobody was born thinking that. We were all born thinking of being great things. When we were children, when we played with boats and paper airplanes and marbles, we were dreaming of doing great things. Don't forget that dream.